Good morning. Jake is blowing me up, sending me picture messages of new cell phones. I guess that's a hint of what he would like. I'm sorry, I had to put my foot down at about, I think all our children know. All right, it's gonna get loud. I'm gonna drop these buckets. I didn't want to carry them all the way over to House of Pie. There's like things that happen at certain ages. We've talked about it before as a community, as a village, as like, let's get some experience from some of you guys that have already raised teenagers. At what age, do you stop buying them everything? So the cell phone thing, it's kind of hard because when you talk to our parents, they didn't have cell phones when they were kids. Like, I remember my first cell phone, I bought it. That wasn't a thing. Like, I bought my first pager when I was in high school. Remember, beep, beep. Did any of you guys own a pager? I had a lime green one. You could see through it, see all the insides. I had to buy that. I had to sign that little contract thing, and it was prepaid, so you had to go in and pay $30 for the month, and then you had it. And then if you didn't pay your $30, it didn't work. So there's really no contract. So you were able. By the way, I held my phone wrong, so the camera's here, not here, so it's weird. So the pager thing, I remember I did that on my own. Who is that? That was weird. That was like a sneeze. Who did that? Who sneezed? That was a funny sneeze. Hi, Billy. Roman, Thunder, Thor. All you guys. Did any of you guys see him in the pool, in the tub? I posted it as a short on the live channel, part of my 40 shorts in 40 days. Today's short, I'm thinking of one right now. I have one. More of a family outing kind of short. That one's gonna go on my channel, on the Aaron Simon channel. I'm just gonna put it up there because it was a good time. Actually, I might not put it up there. I might add it into one of these videos, but not this one because this is a one-take wonder. But the whole phone thing, right? Back to that. We've told the kids, in this day and age, okay, we'll buy you your first cell phone right around 12-ish, because that's about the age that you start staying after school for after school activities, and we want to know where you are and to come pick you up and all that kind of thing. So it's not really an age thing. It's more of look, if you just get on the bus and come home after school, you might not need one. But if you're like Olivia, who's going to do everything, like gymnastics and this and that, it's going to be hard. She got a crazy social life. She might need one earlier. Right now, the cell phones they use are old cell phones that aren't even connected to the internet. Hang on. And they just use them to play games and stuff. So at a certain age, we tell the kids hey, 16 years old is your last cell phone. After that, you got to start buying them on your own. So Tyler, it's like an every 2-year thing, I think. Tyler just got one, a new one for his birthday at 14. So 2 years from now, at 16, when the phone is old, I can't get my phone to last more than 2 years around here on a farm and stuff. So it's about 2 years. But Jake, he knew that hey, he got his last one at 15. I think we bought it for him. He's now 17. His phone's starting to die. He wants a new one, but he's past the mommy and daddy buy it for you stage, because you're old enough to make money at this point. You got to start planning. It's planting the seed that in life there are going to be things that go wrong and that you have to prepare for, or there are going to be things that break, and if they break, you're going to want to replace them. For example, I had to buy a new label printer for the business because I can't get the old one to work, but I'm still troubleshooting the old one. I actually have a call today at 1 o'clock with the label people to see, hang on again, to see if we can fix it. But I bought a new one because it's so vital to the business. Some of you guys are waiting on orders right now that I really can't ship labels. I can't print labels because the label printer's dead. So what we'll have to do is print them on regular paper, cut the paper, and then tape them to the box. It's such a pain. So because of that, we bought a backup label printer. So if I can get the other one fixed, this one's going to become a backup. It's kind of like having a spare tire on your car. We now have a spare label printer, hopefully. So yeah, to make that long story short, Jake is sending me, and then there's that whole car insurance thing, like mommy and daddy will pay for car insurance up until this point. And what is this point, right? Everybody's got different rules. You know, at what point do the kids start paying rent? I had to pay, my parents, their rule was, and it'll probably be the same rule around here. If you're going to school, meaning college after high school, right? And you're passing, right? That's a C and higher. We don't count D's as passing, I don't think, because they did when money was involved. So C and higher in all your classes, and you're continuing your education after high school, there's no rent. That was the mom-dad rule back when I was in college and stuff and doing all that thing. And that could be community college. That could be, okay, you could go away to college, but we don't have like, you know, we were watching a movie with Tyler. And the kid went to Harvard. Well, no, it wasn't a movie. It's a TV show. Kid went to Harvard, so we Googled it. It's like $57,000 a year. We were like, what? Do you realize that's more than the median income in our country for 1 year? And, don't get me on my high horse. And if you went to Harvard and you're watching me, what are you doing with your life? I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Yeah, that was more putting me down than you. Really, there's been some studies that like the ROI on a ridiculously expensive college education isn't there anymore because, you know, go back 20 years ago, not all the answers were on the internet. So you did learn a lot. And don't get me wrong, continuing education is important. I learn every day. I'd rather listen to a podcast that I learn something about than music. I do it all the time. I'm always educating myself all the time. It's just not traditional education. And I actually have 2 degrees, so I'm not like totally beating up college. But my point is, we're not pressuring our children to go there. So you have the option. After high school, what are you going to do? You're going to go work full-time, like real work, get a job that you can, not just a job, but something that can be like a 5-year career, something different. Maybe do the restaurant thing for 4 or 5 years. I think everybody should do that. Work with people, learn how to take orders, learn how to do things, you know, waiter, waitress, that stuff's important. Do that for a little bit. Or is Tyler going to go right into like the auto mechanic space? Or is Jake going to go into like the counseling space, like camp counselor type stuff he wants to do? Like, what are you going to do? And if you're doing something and you're working full time, there'll be a very minimal rent, very minimal. But if you're not, and you're just like, I work like 12 hours a week, part-time, doing blah, then yes, there's going to be a rent. You're going to have to figure it out. So all those rules, life rules, are going around in our head. And Jake is blowing me up on my phone, telling me, this is the phone I want. This is a fancy phone. This is like $1,400 phone. It's crazy how expensive phones have got. I can't believe that in 4 days, what's today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so that's 3 full days. Saturday, some of you might be parked right there, going into there to see the goat. I gotta shave to go see the goats. It's crazy, and we were talking about it again. The youngest kidding season year ever because of the way the goats gave birth mid to late March. And we're going straight to open, so we have to goat snuggle this year. If you've been here before and you're watching this video and you're coming back, we're snuggling in the kitty pen this year. Get in here. Oh, not that. Well, yes, there. Right in there. That's our snuggling space this year. This section and in the barn. We're not snuggling out there on the big playground. At least not now. Not April. We'll probably keep the whole month of April in kidding pen only. And then we'll move We'll move. Oh, there is totally grass growing in there. There's gotta be. There's definitely grass growing. The question is it my seed or is it just weeds of stuff? Like, look at this right here, this section. If I can zoom in on it, let me see, where is it? It's to the right of that rock. It's right here. Look at all that little green right there in the middle, right dead center in the middle of your screen, all tiny, tiny little leaves. Because I didn't plant just grass, guys. I did like a field mix, so it's got a whole bunch of stuff in it. But I got to get out there and pick up a lot of rocks. There's tons of rocks that have to get picked up. There's a lot going on there. That's actually today. Today we have Uncle Kevin here. We have Angie here. Everybody's starting to come back from their injuries. And we're going to go just crazy and get things done. With that said, Goat Snuggle's not sold out. It's not. We still got a lot of room. The first couple weeks are starting to fill up. Villager Weekend still has space. So take a look there. If you're... Oh, no. My water hose is on. And it got super cold last night. It got down into the 20s. 27 or something. Did it? No, it's not frozen. So that's good. I'm going to turn that off. I thought it froze. It might have, though. But yeah, it's not sold out. If you're wanting to come to like a Villager Weekend, like that Saturday, and you see that it's sold out, and you're like, oh my goodness, there's nothing there, shoot us an email. We'll see if we can get you in. We're not gonna skip a Villager if there's, you know, not enough space. All right, that's what I got. That's it. That's my ramble. Okay, ducks and chickens. That's my ramble for this morning. Adulting. What do you buy the kids? What do you not? Right? At what point do you start like, yeah, no, Jake, go buy your own milk? I'm just kidding. It's not what we're doing. But, you know, yeah. You wanna raise, you know, I mean, Quinn is having conversations about, I'll have to give ourselves some credit. Quinn, at like 10 years old, is having money conversations that 30-year-olds don't have. Like, he understands the, like, okay, I'll save that stuff for something real big. I'll use this for just a toy today. But then if I buy it, I can't buy another toy for like 60 days, 60 or 90 days, because I'm not allowed to buy toys every week because of the money, budgeting, and, you know, no instant gratification type thing. Like, he'll see a toy at the store. I'm like, okay, Quinn, you really want that? Yeah, I want it. How much is it? $12. All right, you sure you want it? It's $12. Okay, how about this? We're going to come back to Tractor Supply in like 3 days to get chicken food. If you still want it, then you could buy it. He's like, okay. So that gives him time to think about it. And then we go back. Guess what? He doesn't want it still. He's gone. Like, he forgot about it. So there's a lot going on there. All right, I got to go feed some goats, get ready for a lot of farm store stuff, farm store setup, and things like that. I may post that short on my personal channel. I might. I don't know. I'm not sure. We went out last night. We did. We went out. Part of the group. You remember, next 12 weeks we work every single weekend. Now this week, even though Google says it, we're not open Thursday and Friday. But unfortunately, there's no way to tell Google that, hey, these are our hours for the next 12 weeks. However, this week it's a little different. There's no way to do that. It's either is or isn't these hours. So it says we're open Thursday, Friday, 5 to 7. We're actually not. But now somebody might show up because Google says it, and it's kind of weird. So that happens. But yeah, for the next 12 weeks, Thursday through Sunday, we work. We work. We stay here. We do our thing. No, weekends are our working time. Monday is our weekend. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is technically our ship orders out to the internet folks and work. There is no weekend, actually. August is our weekend. No, July. Yeah, I don't know. All right, I'm done rambling. This is a super long video with the phone the wrong way. It was supposed to be this way, but I put it the wrong way. Okay, goodbye. I'm gonna go now. Nobody's gonna watch this video. It sucked. Okay, bye.